What's up, y'all? It's the most entertaining Eagles content creator in the game. Your boy, B.O.B.S, CoolCat-Mitch, YouTube representing the birds. Before we start this video, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the CoolCat-Mitch channel. Also, subscribe to the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel with me, Simone, One Trey Rock, Smitty, and Notion Gang. Also, subscribe to the CoolCat-Mitch YouTube channel with me and MK Mitch Kowalski. And also, subscribe to the Y'all Still Them Boys YouTube channel where I deal with them straight rats, the Dallas Cowboys. So please, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the CoolCat-Connor, Birds of Broad Street, Y'all Still Them Boys, and the CoolCat-Mitch YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video. What's up, y'all? It's the most entertaining Eagles content creator in the game. Your boy, Mr. CoolCat-Mitch, YouTube, representing your NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles. There's a debate going on right now in Eagles Nation and in the media and locally. Should we rest Saquon Barkley or should we play Saquon Barkley to break this record, led by Eric Dickerson? We talked about this on CoolCat-Mitch, the podcast, and we talked about this on Birds of Broad Street with me, Simone, One Trey Rock, Smith. This is our response to, should we play Saquon Barkley or should we let him rest to go on this Super Bowl run? This is what we had to say. Enjoy.
Yep. Halftime. I want to let CoolCat. How you feel?
Dude.
Hold on, halftime before you even say
this? I want Saquon Barkley to play against the Giants. Dude, I am freaked out that I'm so pissed off that people don't want this man to play. He's a Hall of Famer. He's about to become a Hall of Famer, and you want to take it from him. What is people thinking? I don't understand it. If he breaks Eric Dickerson's record, that gives him a gold jacket. You're watching a man become a Hall of Famer. You want to see how Eric Dickerson did it? They played him. You had to play the man. And he's going to do it in less carries. Don't say, oh, well, he had one more game. He did it in less carries. He's about to dominate this damn friggin' NFL. And people wanted to bench him. For what? Is it, all right, I get people are like, oh, stay healthy. Is the golden ticket of if Barkley sits, we automatically go to the Super Bowl? No. But you can't rest your guys either where they're not ready and he's going to have a couple of weeks off. Give that man his due. Give him his due. You're going to take a friggin' Hall of Fame away from him because of what? Maybe we get the chance to be in the friggin' Super Bowl? That's crazy to me. You want to watch the great ones. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the greatest right now. And they also, look at our offensive line. The offensive line gets praised for this. As we all praised our offensive line when Barkley got here, let's praise it. Let's get this fucking thing just like it's supposed to be. This game is crazy right now. You want to bench the guy that's about to break a record. You don't see people, if a wide receiver is about to break a record, you don't say, oh, we're going to bench him because he's about to break a record. I get the stay healthy part, but you're about to watch something happen that hasn't happened in over 40 years. I watched Eric Dickerson. He was awesome. You know how many people don't even know who the hell Eric Dickerson is? You guys some people wasn't even born. You guys don't know what the great ones are. You're about to watch a Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson in your eyes, and nobody wants to see it. That is crazy. And no Eagle running back has ever ran for over 2,000 yards. You're watching a Hall of Famer. And when he retires, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, he's going to retire as an Eagle. Like, this is crazy. When he goes in the Hall of Fame, he's going to go in the Hall of Fame as an Eagle. You don't take it away from him and say no. That's crazy to me. And I've seen Rex Ryan say everybody needs to sit this man. You don't sit a legend. And he's becoming a legend in front of your eyes. Let this man play against the Giants. It's the biggest storyline ever. They went in that Hard Knocks. You see the GM, he's getting fired on the spot. And the coach got fired on the spot, saying, oh, his legs are shot. He don't have it in him no more. He has 2,000 yards. Let him go get the damn record. What's it going to take by halftime? It's going to take about halftime for me. He'll get the 100 yards. And that's all it's going to be. Then you sit his ass, and then you go and get. But everybody will feel great. The offensive line's going to feel good. Listen, this is how offensive linemen get in the Hall of Fame, by the way. This is how the offensive line gets in the Hall of Fame. By opening holes for a running back like this. This is one of the stats. You guys love stats so much. This is how an offensive lineman gets his praise. When his running back breaks records like this. This is how it happens. You want to know how you can see an offensive lineman? You guys say, how's an offensive lineman get in the Hall of Fame? What did he do? What our offensive line's doing right now? Stopping people and opening up holes and letting their running back go right through and dominating this. I have never seen a running back on the Philadelphia Eagles run like Saquon Barkley is running right now. Give this man his praise. Give it to him. This is crazy right now, what I've been saying all day. Thank you guys for letting me have that.
No problem. Next up, E-Money. Question before we get to this game. Rest or play? Should we rest Saquon Barkley, Jalen freaking Hurts, and the starters, or should they play?
They should play. When I think he should break the record, I think he should break the record. I would now play. But about Jalen Hurts, you should rest him because he hurt right now. You got rest Jalen Hurts before the playoffs come. It's not good to play right now. You don't want him to get hurt again. We got switch Jalen Hurts out and let him rest. Kenny Pickett and Benny McKee, they playing good right now as the quarterback.
Right. So, all right, Mitch, rest or play?
Jalen Hurts should not play this one, but
yeah,
Saquon Barkley should definitely play. I really think that he should play. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. First year as the Philadelphia Eagles, that's still mind blowing. Thank you, Giants, for Saquon. Oh, I was at to eat and I saw someone with the Giants shirt. I was like, "Thank you for Saquon." But
I'm glad you said that because
I have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that.
That gets me every time. But yes, he should definitely play. It's at home. I thought it was at MetLife. It's at home. So that's another reason why he should play. Go for it.
Yep. For me, I would want him to play to break the record. For me, and I said this when I left out the stadium, and I'm gonna say this now. Give him a half. Give him a half. That's me. That's me. Give him a half. Let him play a half. Let him play a half, get this record, and then the second half, let him sit on the bench. That goes for everybody, in my opinion. I get it. Jalen freaking Hurts needs to rest, and I really want him to. But if he's able to play, because think about this. He got concussed versus the Washington game. Then he didn't play this game. Then he's probably not going to play versus the Giants. You got the Green Bay Packers. You're locked in the second seed. You're either going to face the Green Bay Packers or the Washington Commanders. You need reps for Jalen. So for him, if he's a clear concussive protocol and able to play, let him play. If he ain't, let him rest for one more week. But for Saquon, give him a half. Break this record in half. Try to.
But what if he's 69 yards away? Do you play him? Because I saw the question from Blaze. What if Barkley is 30 yards away from the record a half? So I'm like, why not add 39? But I'm just saying.
Do what you gotta do to break this record. You need 101. It's the Giants. Yeah. Try to break this record before halftime. Try to break it before halftime, then sit him on the bench. Simple. Wait, that's me.
You said before halftime. He's going to break the record?
Not that halftime. The other halftime.
I had to do that.
I know you did.
Yeah, but like if he breaks the record by halftime, then you sit him. Let him break the record. I mean, I don't get why everybody is saying sit him. And like, if Jalen Hurts is healthy, you need to play him,
right?
Because this is why you need to play him. He's been sitting out for too long. You want to be able to have. He needs to get back in the motion of things too.
Yeah.
Can't be just on vacation for a couple of weeks. You got to get back in the swing of things.
Yep.
And then Blaze joke, put Philly halftime in at fullback.
The reason I think people don't want Saquon to play because it takes one injury. It takes one injury for him to not play in the postseason, and then we're one dimensional.
But here you go. And here's my theory.
Now, I'm not the one that's saying that. I want him to break the record.
No, I understand that, CoolCat, but this is my thing. You sit Barkley. You take you don't break the record. You sat him, and now he could go in the Hall of Fame or he don't go in the Hall of Fame. Now you took the Hall of Fame from him, right? You sat him, and you don't make the Super Bowl. Then what? You got Barkley that's went to the playoffs and he's healthy, but he could have went and showed you what a Hall of Famer is.
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, listen. It's a win-win here. You know, it's a scale. You got to. Which one do you think is going to happen the most? Do you really, really think, out of all of them, we're just going to blow everybody out and go right to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Bird Gang thinks that would happen.
Of course, Bird Gang 31 thinks that.
He thinks we're going to have a blowout every year. 17 wins.
And it's 17-0 until further notice.
Yeah. But me, I'm just being realistic here. Mm-hmm. If you sit him, it's not a guarantee that you're going to the Super Bowl.
You being realistic, that's a change.
But you have to be honest with you guys. So you're watching a Hall of Famer. You want to see what Barry Sanders looks like? Right now, this is what Barry Sanders was doing back in the day. There's only 9 guys that got over 2,000 yards. 9. Out of 40 years of it, this is it. People want to bench him and say, well, he could get injured.
Especially versus the Giants. That's why I think because the Giants going to be motivated to make sure he don't do it.
No, I think some of the Giants freaking defense is going to say, yo, just let him get his fucking, let him have it, and then freaking let him bang and sit him down.
That is true. Yep.
And then
Because-
halftime, Blaze goes, halftime, please answer. Who is saying to Sid Barkley, we want names?
Oh, Rex Ryan. I was listening to all ESPN people. You go on to 94.1 Sports Radio over this way, Blaze. They want to sit them.
Yep.
Listen, I've been yelling at everybody all morning long.
I can win. I'm a witness to that.
Man, I've been yelling at people since 4 o'clock this morning. Since 4 o'clock this morning, I've been up yelling at everybody. Because, listen, sports radio down here this way has been saying sit 'em. Fans been yelling sit 'em the whole entire time. And it's wrong. It is ridiculous that Rex Ryan said it. Oh, sit down. We got it from here. I guess you do got it from here. That guy's got 2,000 yards. But you're not gonna give him the love? And listen, by the way, also, he gets a bonus of $1.5 million when he breaks the record. But if when he gets into the Hall of Fame, he does make money then. And guess what? This is a business. And people make money. C.J. Garner just got his bonus from when he got the 2 interceptions against the Dallas Cowboys. He got his $500,000.
And then he got a pick six.
He got $500,000 and he's pumped. Buck is about to get $1.5 million. People are like, well, he don't need all that money. Well, if I took your paycheck away from you, would you be pissed? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a business too, man. Like, oh, he don't need that money. He don't need that $1.5 million.
Hey, halftime, why would I be pissed if you took my paycheck?
I want to say it, but I can't.
No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care.
So let's talk about this record that we was talking about
At
because
7-9, they all looking at me like, man, this man jinxed us, man. He said we was gonna struggle to win 8 games, man. We got to split that. And we gotta go play the Commanders, man.
right. So Trey, what Smitty was talking about is Saquon got the record. He got 2,000 rushing yards. He's 1-on-1 away from breaking Eric Dixon's record. So I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna ask Smitty, and I want everyone in the chat to answer this as well. Should the players rest or start?
All right, so I'm gonna give you 2 answers.
Go ahead.
The football player in me wants Saquon to go get that record, man. The football player in me, but the Eagles fan in me, nah, I don't think it's worth it. If it was me, honestly, I'll give all of my starters the first half. If he can't break it in the first half, then it is what it is. I'll give him the first and second quarter, especially because of the Giants. If they weren't playing the Giants, it wouldn't be as sweet. But if he could get that record on the Giants, the team he just left last year, that threw him to the dirt, that threw me to the dirt. Yeah, no, I'm letting him go get that joint. I'll give him 2 quarters, and I'm giving him the ball 15 times, 15, 20 times in 2 quarters. Go get that record, get out, get your rest, because we got some work to do. Oh yeah, no, if me, the player in me, go get it. You worked hard all year for that. Go get it. The Eagles fan in me, I don't want to risk the injury of it. So I mean, that's why I say I'll give y'all 2 answers.
But what about as a coach before I pass it to Smitty? As the coach, what would you do as a coach?
As a coach, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it as a coach. Yeah, I'm not doing it as a coach. I'm not going to lie. Saquon Barkley kind of, previous before us, has an injury history. You don't want to risk that. He's been relatively healthy through this season. And as a coach, I wouldn't do it. But I also would go talk to my player, like, bro, this is something you really want? And then we'll negotiate from there. But honestly, me as a coach, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk it.
Right. Go ahead, Smitty.
Because if you play Saquon, you're going to have to play everybody else.
Right.
Right. All right. So,
Go ahead, Smitty.
As a coach, I'm letting the players. I'm almost letting the players decide, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm taking it to the guys that it matter to the most. It don't matter. Think about this: when Nick Sirianni lead the Philadelphia Eagles at some point in his career, he's not going to be remembered for the coach that coached the player that broke the record. But you know who is going to be remembered? Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata. Because guess what? If you're a real football, you talk real football, the first thing that come up when you bring up a guy like Adrian Peterson, they'd be like, man, his offensive line was trash. Then you start naming the offensive line, you start being like, yeah, they was buns. With Saquon, when you start talking about it, they're gonna be like, man, that Eagles team had a slew of running backs that ran behind that offensive line that went great. So I'm going to those guys. I'm going to the offensive line. I'm going to Saquon. I'm going to AJ Smitty. If Jalen Hurts is back, I'm having a conversation with all those guys, and I'm pretty sure because of who it is, me as an Eagle fan, I want him to get it. You know what I mean? I want him to slaughter the Giants because you didn't give him an opportunity, you know what I mean, 3 years in a row to really get his bread. He had to go somewhere else to get the bread. He had to come be with us. And now I'm sitting at a situation where the fans low-key trying to, like, look at it from a perspective of, like, oh, it's whatever. It don't really hurt us that he come here. Yes, it did. Yes,
Right.
Getting that broke on your back, that hurts. It's no way Joe Shane and Jim Murrow gonna sit up there in that press box and watch that game, and every time they look up, and he got 30 yards, and he got 50, and he got 70. Man, he really finna break this on us, man. You dummy, you ain't Pam. You let him get. He got 80. See, and then he got a 60-yard touchdown. Timeout. It's gonna hurt them, man. I think ultimately that's what I need, bro. That's because listen, that's how
for him to do it on the Giants, bro. For him to do it on the Giants, though, that'd be crazy. The team that they basically said he washed up, and the dude rushed for 2,000 yards this season and break Eric Dickerson's record. I would love for him to do it on the Giants. But also, man, we getting ready for the playoffs too. We playing for nothing for real. This game doesn't mean anything. So, but I don't know. It's really like 50-50 with me.
Right. And for me, part of me don't want him to because you never know in this league. The Giants might try to make sure Saquon gets, because they might do some sturdy stuff. You're going to try to do the record on us?
I think they respect him too much, bro.
Right.
I was having that conversation with some Eagles earlier. He got too many friends over there in that organization for anybody to do something dirty to him.
Right.
I think they'll play hard, but did you hear what he said? Somebody Sexy Dexy already called him.
Yeah.
And said, hey man, you ain't got to break it next week.
Exactly. So for me, go get this record, man. I will give him a half. Like, now that would mean Jalen freaking Hurts would play. That would mean the offensive line would play. That would mean basically all the starters would play. I would give him a half. Break this record before halftime, and then the second half you all rest. Because we ain't
the only team that's clinched that said they're not sitting their starter. So I mean, that door is open, man. There's a few teams
that and the fact that, and to be honest with you, I want them to start because if Jalen Hurts plays, which we'll gotta see later this week, but if he does play, we don't want him to be rust and sit down for 2 games and come back in the playoffs. So I would start him for a half, get this record, and sit everybody down at halftime. So
there's a few teams that stay playing all the way through, man. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the way Nick was talking about it, he said he would discuss it with his players first.
Yeah, because none of the players was in the building. Because according to Giuliani, everybody had a day off.
He said when they come back, he'll sit down with them, and then they'll come to a plan. So I think I think he's gonna do exactly what we asked, man. He's gonna go to them. It's gonna be pretty much a Saquon and the leaders of the offense kind of decision.
Right.
And I respect that though. You shouldn't take it out of the guys you put the leadership role in their hand, man. You got to give them an opportunity to make those decisions too. Even though
Right.
you're the head coach, it fall back on you. When they come out and be like, man, we made that decision, we made that call. You know, we wanted to be out there, we wanted to get that record. You know,
Right.
it's a record for not only Saquon but for this offense. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And Jordan Mailata did say, and Lane did say they want to break this record for Saquon. So, but just know, after when they do it, sit on the bench, man, because I got bigger goals to worry about other than some record. Even though it would be cool, but we got other goals.
The Eagles ride on the road to victory.